What is going on, guys? Bringing you another commentary. Quickly, before I start, I would like to touch on the game. Check out this fail nade right here. Yeah, that was the worst nade I've ever seen. I got this. This was actually, I just played this game about 5 minutes ago. Um, it's pretty intense. It's a really close hardpoint game all the way through. I end up dropping over 70 kills, so you can wait till the end to see how many I drop in total. And it's a really close game. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I do end up getting really mad at my teammates, you know, partially the way through this game. So let's see how it goes. And by the title, you probably know that this is a more serious topic today, one that, you know, might not affect many of you guys, but for me personally, it's been a big piece of my life, and that is me coming out as gay. So as you could probably tell from my gun camo, I am gay. I don't like girls. A lot of people ask me, like, are you serious, or are you just like I don't know, lying for attention or something, or is it just like you're straight but you support? No, I'm actually gay. I have a boyfriend. We've been together for almost 2 years now, so there's that. And the specific point I want to talk about is me coming out. So I've been gay, well, forever, but have been actively since I was about 12. And at the age of 12, you know, I was scared. I was not happy with it. I wanted to change it, you know, however I could. I didn't want, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Just quick note, my Cerberus actually killed someone through the floor. That's kind of cool. Back on topic. It was just weird, you know. I wasn't as okay with it as I am now, because, you know, just where I grew up in Illinois. So up until about age 15, I'd say, I tried to change that in any way I could. And I'm not going to go into specific details or anything, but just, you know, I just know I tried to change it. And then when I was 15, I, you know, met this guy, and I told him that I was bisexual. And, you know, obviously I don't like girls at all, but I didn't want anyone really knowing that. I've figured maybe there's a chance that I'll turn out to be straight, but there's not. But, you know, that's how I started out. And that was also a rough time for me. You know, I wasn't really dating this guy, but we were kind of like talking and stuff like that. And he was straight too, or bi. He's really gay now, I think. I don't talk to him anymore, but I feel like last I heard, he was extremely gay. So back on topic. So that's when I first, you know, admitted that maybe I wasn't completely straight. So then, I'd say I kept up with, I said I was bi for maybe a year, you know, 16, 17, around there. And then, you know, I came out and said, I'm actually gay, like that. So I started, you know, easy, telling like internet friends. Like, I'm in a team called Only Tactical, and the leader of it, Lumpy, he was actually, I don't know if he was the first person, but he was one of the first people I told that I was gay. And, you know, I joined his team, and I'm like, dude, I just want to make sure you're okay with this. Like, it's okay if you're not, I'll leave. And he was cool with it. And then I told all the rest of the people in that team, you know, just stuff like that, just people like that I was playing Call of Duty with and stuff. And then the only people I still really talk to from then is Lumpy and Julian, who I play with sometimes. So there was that. And then I started, like, rather than just pre-existing friends, I started making new friends and just letting them know, like, right away. Like, I didn't want it to be a secret, because even like when I'm streaming and stuff, I'll be talking and they'll figure it out. I don't know, I have gay in the title of most of my streams, so I don't know how you didn't know, but they'll figure it out, and they'll be like following me for like a month, and then they'll figure it out, and they'll be like, yeah, I can't follow you, I don't agree with it, you know, stuff like that. I'm like, I respect your decision. If you're really uncomfortable with it, you don't have to say follow, you don't have to say subscribe, stuff like that. I'm completely respectful of your opinion. I get that we live in a time and age where people have differing opinions. So when did I first come out in real life? This was actually the day I started streaming. I came out in real life to my mom, and she's still the only person in real life I've told to up until now, because it's still something I struggle with. I don't know about struggle, but it's still something I struggle with, and just it's still hard to do and to openly talk about to people when you have to see their reaction, like especially if you don't know their reaction. Like where I grew up, there's a lot of people that's just not okay with, and there's another story I have to tell about sports and being gay, so I'll get into that another commentary. But just around where I grew up, it's just not okay. So it's really hard to do that with people when you have to see their reaction and you have to like deal with them on a daily basis. Like if they don't agree with it and they don't want to be your friend anymore, or it's your family and they're just gonna like look at you and give you dirty looks, that's not something that anyone wants to deal with, no matter what. Like you just want to be accepted by people. I don't think it matters if you're gay or straight. You just want to have friends, you want to be accepted. So I've only come out in real life to one person that didn't know like right from the start. Like there's obviously those people that can just like tell like, oh, you're gay, and it's like, yeah. So those people know, and the person that I've come out to is my mom. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I've had a lot of people, like especially younger people, like I have a lot of younger friends, like lower teens, like 14, 15, even 16, and they're struggling with the same thing that I was. And I just recently came out this year, 2016, and I believe it was June 5th, which is also the day I started streaming, like I said before. And it's still something that I'm still working towards to try and figure out myself, but I kind of wanted to just give advice, somewhat, if you could call this advice, to help those people that are asking me for like how did you do it, what should I do, when do I know it's the right time. And to answer a few of those questions, when you know it's the right time, you'll know when it's the time to do it. Like either the situation's just right, or you get to the point where you have to do it. Like it's eating away at you, which is what my circumstance was. It was just so much that I couldn't not talk about it anymore. So that's why I myself ended up coming out. And honestly, I feel like I've talked to people who feel the same way, and even if you get a bad reaction, it's still such a weight off your shoulders. Like you feel so good after you do it. It's scary how good you feel after you actually come out to someone. Like even if it's a bad reaction, like it's just the satisfaction of knowing that now they know, and it's not a secret anymore. My personal experience, I did not have a bad reaction. I had a pretty good reaction. I did have a good reaction. It's not just I think. I know I had a good reaction. It's probably one of the best reactions I've heard. It is on my Twitter. I did post screenshots of some text that my mom sent me after I came out to Twitter, just to show people like it's not all bad. Like it's not, yeah. And personally, before I was doing it, I was texting my boyfriend, and I was in the bathroom and I was bawling my eyes out. I was so scared. This was the scariest thing I've ever done. Like, I get scared over like things like failure and defeat and stuff like that, and that ties into the sports thing that I'm going to talk about in another commentary. But I get scared of that stuff, and me coming out to my mom was the scariest thing by far I've ever done. And I sat there and I was just crying for like an hour probably. I don't even, like, it felt like a second, but it was way longer. And I just sat there, and I finally did it. I finally went and told her, and I got a good reaction from it. And it was, surprising to me that someone around where I've grown up could give me that reaction, you know, even if it's my own mom. Like, it's still just surprising. And, you know, it's definitely not the best thing I've ever done, because there's one thing that I know that tops it, just like as an emotional, like, feeling fantastic about yourself. Like, there's one thing that tops it, but this is definitely number 2. Like, there's nothing else besides one thing that tops how good I felt after I did this. And I'm not like over here trying to like tell everyone like, oh, you have to come out, like, do it right now. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to force my views on anyone. I'm just, you know, talking about it. Just do it when it feels right, or when it needs to feel right. Like, that's the best advice I can give. And, you know, there's people out there, like, even on the news right now, I'm not going to get into a political discussion here, but, you know, there's people running for pieces of our government, like, to lead our country, that, you know, don't like gay people. And that's just the world we live in, you know. You cannot like it, but you have to respect their opinion. If they respect yours. If they don't respect yours, screw them. Like, don't respect their opinion. They don't matter. They're irrelevant. But if they say, you know, stuff like, you're gay, but I don't want you to get married, but I respect that you're gay, something like that, like, yeah, it sucks and it hurts, but it's their opinion, and you can't just force your opinion on them like they're trying to do to you, if that makes any sense. And, you know, we have to understand that, I don't know, that just the time we live in right now, not everyone is going to be on the same page, if that makes any sense. So I would like to thank you guys for watching the video today. Feel free to leave a comment what you think. Definitely, I'm curious as to what people think about the gameplay, about anything I said, you know. Feel free to comment, subscribe, like the video. I'd appreciate all of it, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.